We are going to take Ivy into the stall and leave her overnight. Tomorrow we have Courtney and Ashley coming out. Hopefully, Tegan, babe, you probably need a lead.
Well, here's the thing. I was gonna take these to the others to try to get them away so you can get a lead.
You're not gonna do anything right now with all these goats here. Let's wait till dinner time's over.
Okay.
And then we're gonna put Ivy in a stall. And it rained yesterday, and the ground's a little bit soft, and I think that she needs to probably stay off of that foot. And by having her inside the stall, it'll kind of force her to stay off of it. And tomorrow when they get here, they can kind of see what's going on with her. We've also called the vet, but guess what? How long, Jamie? 2 weeks?
Unless it's a dire emergency.
Yeah, only for dire emergencies can the vet do calls right now. And I'm thinking, Ashley's helped us. I'm sorry, Ashley. I can't leave anyone out. Courtney, Ashley, and Tegan have helped us so much in the past that we've been able to avoid expensive vet cost. And we're hoping that they can do their magic on her. And if it's bad, then we'll take her in. But we have to load her and transport her. And all of that could put a lot of wear and tear on what's already an injured foot or leg as it is. So we're trying to avoid that if we possibly can. But she is eating. She has a healthy appetite, and that's good. I'm still a parent when it comes to stuff like that, and I've always kind of read how my kids feel based on how their appetite is. And I don't know if you were the same way, during Xander's early years.
Oh, yeah.
But when a kid can't really talk to you, they can't really tell you what's wrong, you kind of have to read the signs. And as long as she's eating and drinking, then that lets me know that it might be an outside type thing, but it's nothing inside, or it's going to where she can be dehydrated and lead to really bad stuff. Did you see?
I did.
Imogene just pick up that bowl, flip it over. Now, guys, what they're fighting over here is oatmeal. I'm embarrassed about that, Jamie, that all of our animals are addicted to oatmeal.
It's like you and Dr. Pepper.
It's like me and Dr. Pepper, and I said that before, so there's nothing new there. Annie just didn't get it. She has no desire for oatmeal whatsoever.
I'm with Annie.
She's only here.
I'm 1,000,000% with Annie.
Annie's only here to keep an eye on everybody. Did you see Pebbles shake twice just to hear her bell ring?
Pebbles is showing off her flair a little bit there.
Her bling.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say about Ivy and her demeanor and things like that. Ivy's been in way worse shape before when she got here. So we also know Ivy's
a fighter, a survivor. She's a very high tolerance for pain.
Yeah. So I don't know what's going on. I'm eager to see, and hopefully that Courtney and Ashley and Tegan can tell us, repair it, and then maybe we won't need anything further. But
well, we have a lot of things that we can do, and Courtney always brings things that she needs and tools of the trade. So we'll take care of her, and we'll at least have an idea of what's wrong.
yeah.
Because I still think it might just be age related. I think that she's just slowly, the same way me and my dad and anyone who watches the videos who has gotten up there in age. And I know we all have different levels of age related things, but joints. And look what has happened here over the last couple of days that we haven't had yet this year.
Babe, it is the
Cold
coldest
weather. I'm recording something that's really funny. I pulled up and I saw it. I just think it's really neat the way these animals interact. There's Pablo with Copper. Oh no. They think I've come to feed them. I'm just home from work. I didn't bring any food. Oh no. Pablo better look out. He's about to get set on. Pablo is about to get crushed by Copper. Oh no. I think Copper is setting on him. Pablo can't get out. Pablo's out. I don't exactly know what Pablo's doing when he does that. I'm guessing there's some way he's using Copper as his host animal, the way a tick might use a dog, maybe Copper is letting Pablo eat little bugs off of him. I don't know. But Pablo has found some way to hang out with the littles by doing stuff just like that, and all the babies are okay with it. That is a really neat thing that exists between all of the babies. They coexist so well. It's like they make up their very own little ecosystem where all of them play their own little integral part. Now, I don't know if what Pablo's doing is something that Copper needs, but it's something that Pablo needs, or at least he feels like he needs to do. And that's how he kind of finds his niche in the whole puzzle here. Uh-oh. Guys, things may be about to get loud. This video, or at least this part of the video, may be about over. Pablo's running for it. Hurry, Pablo. Pablo can fly. You might want to fly for it, Pablo. Fly away home, Pablo. It's going to get real loud. Look at the mark of green from some of the green algae in the pool or in the water. Y'all look so good. That is funny. I want y'all to watch what Trudy's doing. She's running down through these animals like a bowling ball. She's trying to push every one of them off the feed just to be mean. It's kind of cute, but it's probably very annoying if you're one of the littles, if you're a goat or a goose. Ellie just drove by to get packed up. Here she goes. Here's her game. All right, now you see everyone's lined up along the fence line, yes? All right, now watch what Trudy does. Ready, Trudy? Go ahead, show me your game, baby. So they're all lined up along the fence, and she just runs by there and bowls them all over. Sweetie, I'm not letting you out. Now, she will be a little cautious when she comes up to Ringo. She'll go around Ringo. She'll also dodge Copper. And now she'll go down and she'll come all the way back again. Trudy! Yeah, she's not going to mess with Copper, but she will keep everyone else off the food. This is a way I've learned to feed without having to go inside the pastures. Now, of course, the geese have come up to eat some of the grains, but Jamie will also put their own little scratch out for them. They have their own flock. It's a flock food. I don't know exactly what you call it, but it's a combo of all kinds of things that the feathered babies need. Carl, which will kind of surprise you, he actually prefers to eat the grains instead of the flock feed. But as you can see, the ducks and the geese and the goats and the pigs, the alpaca and the ostrich are all kind of huddled together here. The geese will finally kind of make their way back towards the barn where Jamie feeds them. Oh no, look, Trudy has come back. She's upset because I've not gone over there to feed the oatmeal yet. They're all so unique. They all have their very own personalities, and I love that about them. It makes life very interesting. And isn't it neat the way they're all so different? And wouldn't it be boring if we were all the same? Think about that. As humans and animals, if we were all the exact same, wouldn't life just be so bland and dull? Instead, every one of them have the most unique character traits about them. And you learn to love that. And then, I think, depending on the kind of person that you are, did y'all see her just move every goat off this stretch of fence? And then, depending on the kind of person that you are, you identify more with some than you do with others. You know, there are people, this is interesting. This is interesting. But if I was to make a video about Petunia, all right, so Petunia is our blind and deaf pig. She also has an issue with, you know, her obesity. She has some diabetic issues, okay? And when I make a video about her, those might be some of the lesser watched videos on the channel. But the people that watch her videos will sometimes write some of the most heartfelt and profound comments. We get some of the most interesting emails and direct messages from people. And so what happens is you have people in the world, folks who watch the page, that can identify directly with Petunia and some of life's difficulties and some of the struggles that she deals with on a regular basis. And then to other folks who have never dealt with any kind of weight issues and diabetic issues, you don't really find much interest in the Petunia story. And I'm not upset about that. But it is my job as not just a video creator, but just as the caretaker of all these babies, as the human, I have to, it's my job to bring you their story. And I'm hoping that through that, yes, it's true. Some people will sometimes say that I don't make enough videos about certain animals. It's true. I find myself drawn to others more than some. And did I say that right? I find myself drawn to some more than others. Yeah, and so naturally, just the human in me, that's the human flaw in me, will sometimes spend more time videoing those that I relate to better. All right, I got to get up and feed Petunia and Lola because they're both wondering where Daddy's at. That's going to send a lot of these goats up that way because they've gotten a taste of the grain, and they will make their way back. As long as it's not dark, they'll come back into this pasture. Speaking of animals I don't make enough videos of, wow, there are a lot of cat people out there that get on to me because I don't have enough cat videos. Guys, I love cats, but I'm not like L.E. L.E.'s favorite animals, his favorite animals are the kittens, the cats. And he's always been that way. And so L.E. likes to make a lot of cat videos. Oh, there's him and Jake right there. What are y'all laughing about? Yeah, you guys come over here for a minute. I'm feeding. I'm kidding.
We got a 10-minute job to do.
I'm kidding with y'all. I'm just talking about how in life we are drawn to certain people. Yes?
Yeah.
And there's other people that may be completely normal, but you just don't find yourself as much involved with them. Yet it's the same with animals. We find ourselves drawn to certain animals. And as a video creator, and as the human here, we should video all of them equally, but we don't. And I think we're all guilty of that.
Oh, yeah.
We video the ones that we're more drawn to. L.E. probably has 10 or 15 cat videos. How many cat videos do you have?
Well, unless I'm doing something else and Kitty just happens to be
Exactly. Now, Jake has a kitten, a beautiful little black and white cat. I don't think she even has a name, but he calls her Kitty. Okay, well, her name is Kitty. Yet L.E., because he loves cats and kittens, he videos cats and kittens at his mom's house, over here, at Gigi's house. Where else? Does Megan have any cats over there?
Yeah.
So L.E. has made a number of kitten and cat videos. I'm guilty of videoing the kind of the outlandish animals, the Ringos, the Carls, the Tex, the Moos. And sometimes I do. I neglect in videoing the Petunias and some of the other animals that are not quite as personable to me. So yeah, I think we're all guilty of that. In life, I think we're guilty of that. We may spend more time with some folks in our family. Think about that, family members. Do you find yourself spending more... Oh, I'm coming! Do you find yourself spending more time with some family members? I can't stand here and video these calves. Y'all do know why, right? This is a really neat story happening here. Moses and his females. But I can't stand here because when I built this fence, I must have been drinking. You think that's bad? I must have been drinking. I would like to blame it on Jake, but no, it's not Jake. It was me. I was by myself when I built this fence here, and I don't know why I didn't put a straight line down it, because this when I stand here at this angle and look down this fence, I'm embarrassed for myself.
Can I tell you something?
You probably use the level to measure it.
Can I tell you something?
My level was broke.
No,
No,
look,
you
whenever
probably-
you build a
probably wasn't broke
fence,
is the
you want to
problem.
set your first 2 posts.
Okay,
And then you
Jake,
wrap
I
'em
think
in
I know
string.
that. Listen, I was busy. Maybe I didn't have a string. Maybe I had no string, and I didn't want to go buy one that day. I don't know what it is, but I'm embarrassed looking down this fence line.
Oh my, I'm not.
This is one of my worst jobs. It was one of my first fences to build, so that's my excuse. It was one of the first fences that I had to replace after the hurricane flood, and so I did get better with time.
You probably used the level to build it. And
Ellie?
You already know the level is the level's pointless on land that's not even. Or not flat.
I do have some issues with using the level. I sometimes feel like I can eyeball things better than the level does. Anyway, let's get on with this video. I'm gonna end this video where I started it. Well, not with Lola, but with Pablo. I'm gonna make my way around the side here and show you that Pablo has left the front pond, and now he's come over here to do the exact same thing to Lola. Now Lola's waiting for her oatmeal. Pablo is cleaning, grooming. Can I just say grooming? He is grooming Lola while she waits. He is a real friend of the pigs. Pablo does. He spends more time with the pigs than any other animal here on the farm. He doesn't hang out with his own kind. He seldom hangs out with his own kind, if ever. But he spends all of his day walking around, going to different pigs, and just doing that. Whatever he's doing. What is he doing here?
I have no idea.
I don't think that pigs have like parasites or things that live on them, do they? Like ticks or fleas?
Everyone probably has that.
But Pablo is constantly grooming the pigs. And he must like it because his tail says he's happy and he knows it. Y'all get that? If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, and your life is sure to show it. If you're happy and you know it, thrust your hips. Ellie, you got a hip thrust? Nah. Ellie goes, no, I'm not doing that, Dad. Fine. Thank you, Ellie, for having a little bit of class, unlike some of us.